Okay, this is a test of streaming the GoPro at 1080p. We've been streaming in 720 so far. Oh, I can hear myself. That's funny. I gotta turn the speakers down. There we go. So this is a test of doing it in high def, and we'll see how it goes. And if not, we'll go back to 720p. We also got a new setup for the GoPro that allows us to use the GoPro as a webcam. And so we're going to see how that works. Mixture in, prop quarter, master switches, fuel pump, beacon, foot on the brakes. Turn the volume up just a little bit, I think. We're at Salt Lake Airport number 2, which is also called South Valley Municipal. I designed this airport, its gateway scenery. I think it's been included. Avionics on. Hi guys, good morning everyone. Got a little, frames look like 25, That's good feedback, I'm not quite sure what that means. I got a little crackling in the, oh. Hold on one second. Lua is not active. And I've got some kind of bizarre, I think that is the Sim Shaker software. Let's turn that off real quick. And Fly with Lua is not active. Let's resume the Lua engine. There we go. Yeah, our frames are looking like they're about 22, 23. That's low. Not quite sure why they would be that bad. Let's crank down our anti-aliasing. It doesn't really help us very much. Maybe it's just the stream, it processing all the high def. Yeah, I cranked down the anti-aliasing, it didn't help us at all. Now, I'm in Salt Lake City, and it has the Mr. X's airport, Salt Lake City, rendered, and it's a pretty big frame hog. There we go. Morning, Chaz. How did I... yes, Flight Advanced, I did use the Elgato Cam Link. It worked right out of the box perfectly. Happy to say. Not sure which side we're darting here. Let's just go down here. Yeah, I'm looking, my stream on the iPad is pretty jaggy. I don't know who else is using our internet this morning. Probably everybody in the house. I know there's a runway down here somewhere. Let's see. Do you think this thing gets low FPS? Do they let me record when I'm doing flying lessons? I've never asked. I wouldn't want to. I've got a couple of flights I recorded back when I lived in Pennsylvania that are on the YouTube channel. They're live flights where I just was solo. And I went up to do maneuvers and I threw the GoPro on the dash and recorded them. But when I'm with an instructor, I'm really trying to pay attention, so I tend not to do that. Frames are about 22. That's low. We're taking off with the wind, which is not smart. But we've managed to lumber into the air. We're running, I don't think we're running real world weather. Let's turn on, no, XenViro's on, that's what we've got going. It's done a nice job of the haze. Hey, Sim, good, you're gonna go flying today. That's great. Yeah, Chaz, my cracking, I think it was the butt kicker software. Sometimes it gives you a little crack. Okay, now that I'm off the ground, we're still at 24 frames a second. Let's take a quick look at Project Lasso and see what might be doing that. Well, I think I still have... Yeah, no, that's... Our utilizations are pretty good. I think I'm just in a scenery-intensive environment, and I got a lot of stuff running. That Mr. X Airport usually pegs me about 20 or 30 frames a second. Running the OBS usually costs me some frames also. Mevo Plus for broadcasting won't compromise any. Oh, that's good to know. I'll try that instead of OBS. OBS is really simple. I like how it works. But if I can have something that's more simple, that'd be great. I like the image with the GoPro. It's a lot better than the webcam I had before, that's for sure. Hey Sim, what are you flying down there? Which bird are you practicing in? Alright, at the numbers. Let's actually not land. Well, let's see. Should we try a tailwind landing? What the heck? Throttle back. Beacon, landing lights, fuel pump is on, mixture is in. First notch. My Project Lasso X-Plane settings, there's nothing specific other than I've put it on high performance, and I've put X-Plane on, this is a 4-core, I'm running hyper-threading, so I've got it on the virtual cores 2 through 7, and I've got everything else running on virtual core 0, 1, meaning SPAD next and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, 24 frames. It's lower than I usually have, but it's probably just because let's see, we're running ortho, we're running second to highest graphics. Next notch. We've got two pretty highly designed airports here. So I can run OBS on another computer, but then I have, I'll have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, see, it's rendering stuff here at the last second, but this is pretty bad performance for me historically in the Salt Lake Valley. I don't know if OBS is the whole reason why. A little slow, a little power. There we go. It's looking good. We've got a tailwind, so we've got to be ready for that. Ground speed's a little higher. Roll out of throttle. Feels fast. It was fast. Alright, well, tailwind landings, that's why you don't do them. Okay. It's just a quick test I gotta run. I've got things going on today, but I got all this equipment yesterday and I just wanted to see how it worked, how it looked. Frames were lower than I would have hoped. If I look at OBS, it might tell me how much of this juice is going from the composition software. I'm getting CPU utilization 2% from this, so that's not very good. I'm not dropping any frames, so it's an X-Plane issue for sure. But let's see, we are running and streaming in high def. We've got 4 screens open. We're running highly complicated software with orthographic imagery at second to highest settings with high range dynamic lighting. Yeah, I guess that might hit our frames a little bit. Okay, positive rate, that's helpful for me to know. I'll have to find some alternative to OBS that isn't as intensive. flaps up. But I'm glad to know it works. I love this view. I like the GoPro view. I can't do super wide because it's artificially rendered in the camera, but other than that, it works well. If you want this airport, it's been uploaded and approved by the gateway, but it is also, I posted it on the org, and it's all default objects, and it's a nice secondary airport in Salt Lake City, and I'm actually pretty proud of it, given that it's all default. I worked pretty hard to make it good, and I think it is. So, okay. All right, well, let's stop the airplane. Do that, avionics, fuel pump, switches, keys. Okay, do I have any P3? I never designed airports and prepared. Yeah, so Sim, I don't know if I said, oh, you're flying the 172P. Yeah, I fly the Archer. No kidding, your father, so that's pretty funny. No, I never designed in prepared. I only figured it out in X-Plane. Okay, well, in Tampa it's the big Gasparilla Festival, so I'm going to go act like a pirate and engage in debauchery all day. Thanks for the video. I'll watch it after the fact and see what the quality was, but it looks like it did a pretty good job, and I'll be interested to know if it looks as good in 1080 or if it is worth just doing in 720 and saving some of the headroom. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching On the Glideslope. If you're watching this after the fact and you have questions about the simulator, you can get them answered at www.ontheglideslope.net. Thanks much.